Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is an energizing flow, so it is going to get you ready for the rest of your day, whether that is work or school or just hanging out. Whatever it is, it's going to get your blood flowing, your heart pumping, and give you lots of energy. So I hope you guys have fun. Make sure to either do some type of warm-up on your own, or you can check out my warm-up video that I made for you guys last week. And we are using props today. So there is going to be a block in this video. If you need 2 blocks, that's fine, but 1 should be good. And just make sure you have something, books, a block, a yoga wheel, something to help prop you up while you are participating in this flow. Just gonna start talking. We are gonna start in mountain pose. So everybody go ahead and meet me at the top of your mat. Toes are gonna be pointing forward, feet are about hip distance apart. Go ahead and ground down through all the balls of your feet. So you've got 2 up at the front and reach down through your heels. Soft bend in your knees. Tailbone is reaching down for the floor. Go ahead and roll shoulder blades down and away from your ears, slightly pulling toward each other. Hands can relax open on your sides. Soft bend in the elbows. Crown of the head is pulling you up toward the ceiling. Take a few breaths here. Very nice. On your inhale breath, we're going to go ahead and reach our arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Keep your legs nice and active. Inhale breath, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Head is going to hang heavy at the bottom. Inhale breath, halfway lift. Exhale breath, forward fold. Plant your hands and we're going to step it back, high plank. Take your vinyasa from your toes. Tip your weight forward. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale breath, take it back, downward facing dog. Inhale breath, we're going to float right leg high. Open up at your hips, bending at your right knee. Shoulders stay squared off towards your mat, and we're lifting the belly up to give our hips a little bit of lift as well. Go ahead and you can circle your knee here a few times. And then we're going to switch up our rotation. So just switch and circle the opposite direction. And then open back up, 3-legged dog. Good. Exhale breath, we're going to take our right knee down onto our mat. Open up to the inside of your left foot. Left arm is going to reach high up toward the ceiling. Supported side plank here. Now, left arm is pulling you up, stacking your shoulders, reaching up out of the right shoulder. Good. Exhale breath, we'll close it off. Left hand down. And then all we're going to do is come up on the front balls of our left foot and step right leg back, 3-legged dog. Drop your right leg down, pedal it out. Inhale, we're going to wave it forward, high plank. Exhale, breath, bend your elbows halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, breath, take it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg, open up at your hips, bending at your left knee. And then you can roll, circle your knee. Good. Switch your rotation. Shoulders stay squared off towards your mat. Belly is lifting up, lifting your hips. And then you can straighten out left leg behind you. Go ahead and take left knee down to your mat, and we're going to open up at the hips. Stack right hip on top of the left. Right arm is going to reach you up toward the ceiling. Now we're stacking shoulders. Shoulder blades are pulling toward each other. And just breathe. Exhale breath, we'll close it off. Right hand down. Come up onto the right ball, or the front ball of your right foot, and step left leg back, 3-legged dog. Drop your left leg down, pedal it out. Inhale, look forward in between your hands, and we're going to step our feet to the top of the mat. So we're going to pull right foot all the way up, left foot follows, forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, come all the way to standing. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, float the arms, and we're going to find a chair pose. So we're going to bend our knees and lower our hips, sinking it down. Weight is in the heels of your feet. Our back is nice and flat. Chest is open. Shoulder blades pulling toward each other. Using your breath here. Exhale breath, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten out your back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands and step it back, high plank. Tip your weight forward. Exhale, we chaturanga, halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, breath, take it back, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg, open up at your hips, bending at your right knee. Exhale, breath, we're gonna swing right leg through, planted in between your hands. Inhale, high lunge. Now, high lunge, both arms reach up, hips are nice and level. Left hip is rounding forward, and we're pulling the right hip back. Keep your knees stacked on top of your ankle, and try to take the weight into the heel of your right foot. Breathe. You can roll out your wrists up here at the top. All right, you guys, when you're ready, we're going to take a twist. Left arm reaches out in front of us. Right arm is going to reach all the way back behind us. So we're twisting. Arms are in a T. Inhale, we're going to reverse. Right hand reaches down, left arm rainbows up and back. Good. Go ahead and make your way back to your high lunge. So come back to a T. Both arms reach up. Nice and center. Tip your weight forward. Push into your right leg. And we're going to step left leg to the top. Chair pose. Breathing here. You guys got it. Find your breath. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we're going to come all the way up to standing. Arms reach up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, float the arms. Exhale, sink down into your chair pose. Bend your knees and lower. You guys got it. Remembering all your cues from last time. Flatten out your back. Weight is in the heels of the feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, breath, forward fold, plant your hands, and we're going to step it back, high plank. Good, take your vinyasa, exhale, halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, breath, take it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg, open up at your hips, bending at your left knee. Exhale, send it through, planted in between your hands. Inhale, high lunge, both arms reach up. Now, hips are nice and level. Right hip rounding forward. We're pulling left hip back. Both arms reach up overhead. Good. Left knee on top of left ankle. Stomp your weight into your foot and pull it to the heel of your foot. Exhale, breath. We take our twist. Left arm back. Right arm reaches forward this time. And breathe. Make sure you're still bending into your left knee. Inhale, reverse. Left hand down. Right arm rainbows up and back. When you're ready, go ahead and come back to your high lunge. Release your twist. Both arms reach up. Tip your weight forward. Stomp into your left leg. Step right leg to the top. Chair pose. You guys got it. Sit down low. Breathe. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, breath. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Head hangs heavy at the bottom. Maybe you give yourself a little hug here. Good. Go ahead and release. Inhale, come all the way to standing. Arms reach up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, float the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Step it back. High plank. And we're going to add on here. So we're going to go ahead and pick up our right toes. Stay nice and high, nice and steady. Tip your weight forward. Exhale, bend your elbows halfway down. Take a push up. Inhale, high plank. Take your vinyasa halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, breath, take it back. Downward facing dog. And you can pedal it out. Catch your breath. Inhale, breath, we're going to float right leg high. On your exhale breath, we're going to pull right leg through, plant it in between your hands, and we're going to open up warrior two legs. So left foot drops to the inside, both arms cartwheel up, arms are in a T, shoulders on top of hips, left leg is strong behind you, deep bend in your right knee. Inhale, breath, we reverse, flip your front palm, take it back. Exhale, breath, side angle pose. Right arm is going to come to the inside of your right knee. Left arm reaches up toward the ceiling. Chest is open. Right side body is just as long as the left. One more time, each side. Inhale, reverse. All the way back. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, pull it up, warrior two. Deep bend. Good work, you guys. Inhale, breath, we're gonna come forward, high lunge. Rotate forward onto the front ball of your left foot. Hips are nice and square here. We're gonna tip it forward. Big step, chair pose. Left leg comes to the top, sink it down. Very nice, you guys. Keep your chest lifted. Stay nice and low. Breathe. Ground down through your right leg. We're almost done. We're going to pick up the left. Hover your foot. And then we're going to take it back. High lunge. Both arms reach up. Take your twist. Left arm forward. Right arm back. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, breath. Cartwheel both hands down to your mat. And step right legs back. Three-legged dog. And shake it out. You can take a little opposition here. Whatever feels good. When you're done, release your right leg down, pedal it out, and then we're going to float it forward. So come up on the front balls of our feet. Inhale, wave it forward, high plank. Pick up your left toes. Exhale, we take a push-up, halfway down. Inhale, high plank. And then take the vinyasa, halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And catch your breath, pedal it out. Inhale the left leg. Exhale, breath, pull it through, plant it in between your hands. Inhale, warrior two here. So, left toes are pointing forward, left knee points forward, hips are open, right leg is strong behind you, your foot is parallel to the back of the mat, arms are in a T, shoulder blades pull toward each other. And breathe. When you're ready, inhale, breath, we're going to reverse, flip your front palm, and reach it up and back. Exhale, breath, take it forward, side angle pose, left elbow to the inside of your left knee, right arm is going to reach up toward the ceiling, chest is open, left side body is just as long as the right side body, and we're not pushing into our knee here. We want to just be hovering right next to it. Inhale, breath, reverse, all the way back, keep the bend in your left knee. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, warrior two. Inhale, breath. We're going to pull it forward, high lunge. Rotate forward on the front ball of your right foot. Hips are level. Tip it forward. Step right leg to the top. Chair pose. Sink down low and breathe. Keep your belly lifted. Think about lifting up out of your hips, lifting up out of your knees, making the muscles do the work. Ground down through your left foot, and we're going to pick up the right. Hover here. And then step it back. High lunge. You guys got it. Both arms reach up. Exhale, twist. Left arm back. Right arm forward. Inhale, reverse. Left arm down. Right arm rainbows up and back. Exhale, breath. Cartwheel both hands down to your mat. And step it back. Three-legged dog. Shake out this leg. Take a little opposition here. Go ahead and drop your left foot down. Pedal it out. Inhale, breath, we're going to look forward in between our hands and just walk our feet to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold once you get there. Inhale, come all the way to standing, arms reach up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, breath, float the arms. Exhale, sink down into a chair pose and hold. Breathing here. Try to get as low as you can. We're going to add a twist. We're going to take left arm to the outside of the right knee. Right arm is going to reach up toward the ceiling. And breathe. Keep your hips level. So make sure your left knee is not popping out in front of the right. Come back to center, hands up, prayer pose. You guys got it. Use your breath. And we're going to switch. Take right arm to the outside of your left knee. And left arm is going to reach up toward the ceiling. Hips are level. Go ahead and release your twist. Come back to center. Hands up, prayer pose. Sink low. If you can, take your arms out in front of you. You got it, really, really low. Exhale, forward fold. Head hangs heavy. Shake out these legs. Inhale, breath, come all the way up to standing arms, reach up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, float the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, breath, forward fold, plant your hands and step it back, high plank. 2 push-ups before we take our vinyasa. So we've got both feet down on the ground, tip your weight forward, exhale, halfway down. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, take your vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll all meet here. Catch your breath. Pedal it out. Shake your head. Yes and no. All right, you guys, coming to our last little bit of our flow. Inhale, breath. We're going to float right leg high. Open up at your hips, bending at your right knee. We're going to take a wild thing here. So we're going to drop our right leg behind us. Left leg is straight. Right arm is going to rainbow up and to the front of the room. Exhale, breath, close it off. Right hand comes down to your mat. And we extend right leg behind us. Three-legged dog. Exhale, breath, hold it through, plant it in between your hands. We're going to come up, warrior 2. Good work, you guys. All right, here's where we're going to use our block. Go ahead and grab your block, plant it right in front of your right foot. And we're going to reach our hand onto the block as we lunge up into our half moon. So reach your right hand forward, make sure you're nice and steady. We're going to push up onto our right leg. Take your left hip up on top of your right hip here. It's okay if you're a little bit wobbly. Think about grounding down through the balls of your feet. Lifting through your left leg. Try to keep it straight out from your hip. And just breathe here, you guys got it. Chest is open. If you would like to, you can extend left arm toward the ceiling and breathe. Good work. You guys got it. When we're done, we're going to close left arm off. Close your left hip off, so we want to point it down toward the mat. Toes point down toward your mat. Left hand stays planted. Inhale the right arm high. Nice and twisted. Revolved half moon here. Breathing. You guys got it. Reach up through the left leg. Exhale, breath. We're going to close it off. Right hand down and forward fold. Both hands come down to your mat or your block. And we lower our chest down toward the right leg. Left leg can stay where it is, or you can extend it up toward the ceiling. Bend your right knee. Drop your left toes behind you. Plant your hands. And we're going to step right leg back. And you can shake it out here. Find a little opposition. You can open and close your hips. Go ahead and drop right leg down. Pedal out your feet here. You can set your block up to the side. Inhale, breath. We're going to wave it forward. High plank. Take your 2 push-ups. Halfway down. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, high plank. And take your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, breath. Take it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg. Open up at your hips. Bending at your left knee. Shoulders stay squared off. Hips reaching up. And take your wild thing. Left foot behind you. Left arm reaches up and to the front of the room. Exhale, breath. Close it off. Left hand down to your mat. Right arm or left leg reaches back. 3-legged dog. Exhale, pull left leg through. Inhale, warrior 2 on the left side. Good work, you guys. So, left toes are pointing forward. Left knee points forward. Arms are in a T. Get ready. Set your block up in front of you. We're going to tip left arm forward. Reach for your block. And we're going to launch up onto the left leg. So we've got to lift right leg up. Take your hip right on top of the left. And breathe. Reaching through your right leg. Keep it nice and lifted. Arms are open. Chest is open. Crown of the head is pulling you forward in this pose. So try to avoid sinking back into your hip. Lift up, up, up out of the hips. And a little bit forward. Exhale, breathly, close it off. Right hand down. Right hip points down. Hips are nice and level. Go ahead and plant your right hand. Inhale the left. And same thing, we're reaching up through the right leg. Hips are level, left arm is pulling us up out of the right shoulder. And then exhale, we close it off. Left hand down and forward fold over the left leg. Chest comes down toward the left. Head hangs heavy. You can extend right leg up or keep it where it is. It's up to you. Bend your left knee, drop your right toes. Plant your hands down, we're going to step left leg back and shake it out. Go ahead and drop your left foot down onto the mat, and we're going to come into a child's pose. So bend your knees, come down to your knees. Big toes touch behind you, sink your hips down to your heels, and walk your hands out in front of you, and then we're going to relax. Forehead down on the mat. Take a few breaths here. When you're ready, go ahead and push weight into your hands. Inhale, breath, lift yourself up to all fours. And we are going to stretch it out, cooling down. You can remove your block or set it off to the side. Go ahead and make it to your downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale the right leg high. On your exhale breath, we're going to pull right knee over to the right elbow, and then we're going to lower it down onto our mat. Take your right toes over toward the left. And then we're going to lower our left knee down. You can walk this foot out a little bit. You can lower it down even more if your hips allow for it. Try to make sure your low back is nice and long. So you don't want to feel a crunch here. We're not back bending. Our hips are level. We're pulling right hip back. Left rounds forward just a little bit. You can use your hands to keep you nice and high and steady. If you feel comfortable, you can come down onto your forearms, onto your elbows, or even relax down onto your belly and forehead. Now, if you are not comfortable in this pose, you can grab your block and use your block underneath your hip to give you some support and some cushion. Got a little cushion for the cushion. And then you can relax. When you are ready to come out of this pose, just make sure you do it nice and gently. We want to lift up onto our hands. Make sure you're steady. Curl up onto your left toes. We can pick up our hips. We'll pull right knee to our chest and just take it straight back. You can find a little opposition and shake it out. Drop it down, pedal it out, and we're going to do the same thing on the left side. Inhale your left leg. Exhale, breath, pull your left knee to left elbow and lower it down. Left toes come over toward the right, and then drop down onto your back knee. And you can, of course, walk it out a little bit more if your hips allow for it. Just find your level of intensity, whatever feels good, just as we did on the other side. And when you are done with this pose, gently make your way back up onto your hands. Curl right toes underneath you, pick up your back knee, and then we're going to lift left knee to your chest. Take it right back into your three-legged dog. You can shake it out, find a little opposition, pedal it out. Go ahead and come down onto your knees, lower yourself down. Cross your ankles behind you, and we're going to roll over to a seat. Legs are going to come out in front of you. Inhale, breath. Go ahead and reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down, reaching forward fold. Inhale, breath. Go ahead and sit nice and tall again. Exhale, forward fold. Hands down to your feet or your shins or the mat. Inhale, breath. We'll go ahead and sit nice and tall again. Go ahead and scoot your way forward, bending into your knees. On your exhale breath, we're going to make it all the way down into our back. Exhale slowly and with control, lower yourself down, using your core strength. Let your head and shoulders relax once you get there. Legs can relax out nice and long. Inhale, breath, reach your arms up overhead. Full body stretch here. And then exhale, we're going to hug both knees into our chest. Give ourselves a little hug. You can gently rock side to side here if that feels good. You can stay steady. You can circle the knees. And then we're going to end with one last twist. We'll open our arms out wide. Both legs are going to fall over to the left. And relax for a few breaths here. Chest is open. Both shoulder blades are rooted down into your mat. Gaze is up at the ceiling or over to the right. It's up to you. Inhale, breath. We're going to come up to center. And then exhale, both legs fall over to the right, twisting here, nice and gentle. Same thing, chest is open, both shoulder blades rooted down, and breathe. Inhale, breath, go ahead and come back up to center. You can gently rock side to side a few more times, but when you are ready to, we're going to allow ourselves to relax into our final resting pose. Whatever that is for you, you can have arms out wide, legs out wide, you can have your arms above head, whatever you are most comfortable in. Allow yourself to relax here. Our natural breath has taken over, breathing in and out as we please. Softly close your eyes, lengthen out your neck here. And allow yourself to relax for a few moments. We're letting go of the effort. We're letting ourselves feel completely supported here. And completely relaxed. When you are ready, we're going to bring ourselves back into our bodies. So just gently wiggle out your fingers, wiggle out your toes. You can gently rock your head side to side. Go ahead and take a big inhale, filling up your whole belly. Exhale, side out. Inhale, breath filling up. Exhale, side. And when you are ready to, we're going to roll to one side of our body. We'll pull our knees in close. Relaxing here on your side, allowing yourself to come back to our everyday life, but doing it gently. And then when you are ready to, gently push yourself up to a seated position. Go ahead and take one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall here. Eyes can be closed or a really soft gaze. And thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you guys are ready for the rest of your day or whatever you guys are doing. Namaste. All right, y'all, it's energizing time. Oh man, oh, I should probably take these out because we're gonna get crazy up in here. I am human. So cute. Okay.